Hello, welcome to the queue. It is Germany, turn 11, Operation Big Red 1. And we have, for our purchase, we're going to move the battleship one stage on the build queue, Lend-Lease Japan, a Marine, Airborne, 1, 2, 3 militia, 1 infantry, a militia upgrade, a fighter, and we're going to start a fort in Paris. And then that'll be our free fort for the Atlantic Wall. With $25 left to spend, because our tech rolls could provide us some additional items to buy. So we need white and yellow for mech and improved construction. And these are at 7. Of course not. And then we need gray and blue for jets and advanced subs. We got blue, which is advanced subs, and it is complete. So, not a good tech turn. So that means out of our 25, we are going to buy a jet. Do I want to trade it out that fighter or keep the fighter? That's a good question. Good question. Let's see. That would leave 13. I can easily get 4 infantry for 12, or 3 infantry and an anti-aircraft gun. All right, so 12, 16. Is it 12 for a jet? I think it is. All right, so that's 16 and 9, 25. All right, let's go with that. And no, wait a minute. I didn't get jets. What the heck? I got advanced submarines. All right, so that's 1 advanced submarine. That leaves $6, so we'll get 2 more infantry. Unless I need some militia. Let me think about that. I can get 3 militia, but honestly, I don't. You know what? Let's do that. Let's take off those 2. We're going to do another militia upgrade and militia. And, whoops, snagged an airborne there. And another militia. All right. So that will be 2, 4, 6, 12, 16, and 9's 25. All right, we're going to trade. When I grabbed that airborne, I thought, you know what? I do need a second airborne. All right, so there's that, what we want. I think that's what we're going with. All right, enough shenanigans. Let's look at some combat. Vichy are going to go in action. So we're going to take that torpedo boat destroyer out of M1, 1, 2, and we're going after this medium bomber that's on map there. And this fighter will go out of an air base, 1, 2, 3, have a movement of 2 left. The sub will come in just in case. All right, so the next attack here in the med is this torpedo boat destroyer is coming out of port into M8, 1, 2, and this medium bomber comes down 1, 2. We're going after that British torpedo boat destroyer. That seems pretty weak. We've got a medium, or not a medium, a heavy strategic bomber coming out of Paris, 1, 2, 3, 4, with a movement of 5 left. France has decided to intercept, so we'll have that battle. You can, as the controlling power of a minor power that is not at war with the other factions, you can still fly over them with your planes. So that's the beauty there. All right, so out of Western Germany is the heavy strategic bomber and 1 fighter. And they will come out 1, 2, 3 into Leningrad. Russia has decided to intercept as well. So the fighter and the heavy bomber will be going at that factory. On map will be this fighter and this seaplane out of Western Germany on these two Russian subs in A12. This medium bomber will come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he'll have a movement left. We're going to hit Kyiv. This heavy strategic bomber will come out of central Romania. 1, 2, 3. Is that what it? No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Has a movement of 5 left, and we're going to hit Oral Kursk again. Going into Transcaucasia will be infantry artillery from Transcaucasia to North Caucasia. We got an airborne coming out of central Romania. And then the two fighters, 1, 2, 3, they'll have a movement of 3 left. The air transport will have that 4 left. I think. Oh, no. We've got convoying. Silly me. This sub here in A37 comes up to A25. This sub here in A45 comes up 1, 2 to A37. And then this sub down here in A47 slides over to A48 to hit that line. All right. I think the rest is non-com. Oh, no, it isn't. Always put out markers. So this medium armor in Western Poland goes into whatever that is, Lubelski, and then into Königsberg, along with these 3 infantry and the self-propelled artillery. I'm looking for other markers. I think part of my problem on that last turn was I was trying to look through the camera lens to find markers, and it just doesn't work. So now I'm looking not at the camera, but at the actual board. So I think I've got it. So hopefully I didn't make any mistakes like last game. All right, so convoy rating is always first because it's my favorite. All right, so the red dice, we're going to abandon that little dice because he's causing me grief. So first one down in A48. We do need another dice though, don't we? So the red will be the convoy. This will be the attack die or defense dice of the convoy because Britain has ASW, Germany, and it's +2 for Britain and +3 for the ally. Oh, you know what? I could double up my subs because I have advanced sub now and give me another +1. Ooh, that is interesting. You know what? Let's do that. So instead of hitting the Americans here, you know what? No, wait a minute. Let me think. So I'm going to bring this sub down. Yeah. So we're going to have some subs coming from the north, plus the one I'm building. So he was down here in A45. He's just going to come over there. So they'll both raid A48 in hopes that we get the British money. So now we have +1 for advanced subs, +1 for radar, and then +2 for the subs. So that's 4, and Britain has +2. So we are +2 to our gray dice. That's the net effect. Sub number 1, 4 to 1. Oh, I should have just left it as is. The Americans gained some money there. All right. Well, no, I guess that's true. That would have been, well, yeah, that would have been 5 to 1. So, well, all right, America, you gained. I'm just going to roll for that second sub, the convoy defense, and it fails. All right. So we don't need that anymore. Last one here is A25, and we have +3. So that would be 8 to 4. So that will be 3 because that's all the line's worth. So 3 there, 3 off the Britons, and then Italy took some over there. All right. Next battle, let's go at the bombing here in Portugal. So the heavy strategic bomber has an intercept value of 2. The French has an intercept value, of 3. And it fails. All right, so now we're going to hit the port here. And it only takes 5 damage, so my assumption is, yeah, there's 7. All right, so I'm going to put a 5 under that port. All right. Next in line for bombing is here in Leningrad. And we have 2 for our heavy strategic bomber, but our fighter, because we have radar, is at 4. So here's the bomber at 2. Here's the fighter at a 4. We get him. All right, so Russia loses their fighter. And the Russian fighter intercepts back at a 3. All right, good deal. Oh, but I do need that for the anti-aircraft, because now we're going to hit that factory, which can have a maximum of 20 on it. Oh, nice. Problem is they already had 12, so they are now maxed at 20. I really don't know how to mark that because I don't have that many markers. You know what I'll do is I'll put, typically these red chips are 5 units underneath, so that will be, oh, it just fell to the floor. Can you believe that? So that those 4 red chips will be 5 damage each. Oh, actually, that's 16. I need 5. Oh, no, it's 5 each. So that's right. All right, so 20 damage on this factory. All right, the last, oh no, there's 2 more. So the medium bomber, it just has 1 dice. And 1 damage. Oy, 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 oy. All right, so that wasn't worth the risk. And finally, our heavy strategic bomber in Oral Kursk. It does get 3 dice. And 10, 11. I don't remember what it had. 8. Okay. So, see if I can find a 4. And that will be 19 damage. We'll put 2 red chips on there. So, good day for the Luftwaffe in this game. All right. And no planes lost. That was, well, Russian plane lost, but none of mine. All right. What other battles do we have? That's a walk-on. Oh, yeah, that battle over there in the med. So, the yellow dice will be the torpedo boat, and the white dice will be the bomber. So we got 1 hit, which is all we needed. And the torpedo boat fires back at a 2. 1 and a 2. All right, so I believe that's it. All right, so I do have artillery for first strike. So that's at a 2. Oh, nice. So we'll take one of the militia off. I have a pile of Russians casualties somewhere. All right, so the airborne and then the other infantry boosted with the artillery will both be at 2. And that's because of the mountains. Holy cow. And then we got 2 fighters at 6. Well, that's the first time this game that my fighters have, or my aircraft have actually doubled up like that. So we will take 3 off. So that's 3 militia. 1 Russian infantry has survived. And firing back will be 3 Russian militia at 2. Oh, dang it. And Russian infantry at a 4. All right. So the militia hit. We're going to lose that airborne because he doesn't defend very well. Let me look and see if I wish to continue. Yeah, let's continue. Maybe I shouldn't. So the artillery and the infantry at 2. There's 1 hit. The 2 fighters, of course, they both missed. So we got our 1 hit. So back at 4 is the Russian infantry. Thank you. So let me put this German casualty over here so I don't get it mixed up with the Russians. All right, so for income, Russia goes down 3. Lubelski is not worth anything, but Königsberg is, so 4. So that is the net effect, is 4. So we go up to 59, and they go down to 41. Best recollection. All right. Let's land some... Oh, we didn't do the subs. So we have the seaplane at 3. Nope. And the fighter at 6. Oh, wow. We missed completely. All right. So they come back off map. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave that seaplane there on map just to defend that sea zone. The fighter will come off map and go back to Western Germany. This fighter has to go back to Western Germany from Leningrad. This bomber, he's got some good range. Let me think on him. This medium bomber can go 1-2 into East Poland. This bomber, heavy bomber, can go back to Romania 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see where else he can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Wait a second. Nah, we'll leave him there. Yeah. All right, so the 2 fighters that were in North Caucasia come back 3 to Romania. So does the air transport. Get my dice out of here. This heavy strategic bomber will come back 1, 2, 3, 4 into Paris. This medium bomber can go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Aquitaine. And I should have cleared those attack markers. Oh, I didn't roll that battle. Not used to the Vichy doing anything. All right, so I'm going to roll that fighter first. Add a 6. Oh, fails. Torpedo boat destroyer at a 2. Fails. The sub can't do anything. All right, firing back is the medium bomber at a 5. And that's what the sub was for. All right. The sub is gone. Let's go to round 2. Fighter at a 6. Oh my gosh. Torpedo boat destroyer at a 2. Failure. Medium bomber at a 5. Holy cow, the Vichy can't fight for nothing. We will call off the attack. Certainly it can't hit 3 in a row, can it? Yeah, we're going to call off the attack. So he'll fly back 1, 2 into northern Russia. Or northern, Algeria. All right, well, I guess you can't win every battle, and that was a clear indication that you can't. That was terrible. All right, so let's get back to non-combat. I've got this fighter here in Bavaria, which is going over to Paris. That's what these 4s were for. So this air transport here starts at an air base. 1 to Berlin, picks up the infantry. 2, 3, 4, 5 Aquitaine. 6, 7. So I can't go that far. So 1, 2, 3, 4 into Paris. 5, 6, 7. Or I could do Aquitaine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it goes last. So it's got to come back to here. So he's going to drop him off in Paris, saving my rail movements. So these two guys here, we're going to rail one of those to Aquitaine. That's how we get one there. We are going to rail one to, let's see, where was I going with that? We were going to go all the way. No, we're not. We're going to go to Warsaw. We're railing him to Warsaw. All right, that's 2 rails. Let's see, all these guys are actually in there, in Königsberg. So I don't mess up and move them again. All right. We've got 3 infantry here. We're going to rail one of them. And we'll rail him into East Poland. And these 2 guys will walk. Where were they going to walk? West Poland. And the final rail is this train here. Is going to rail this self-propelled artillery out of Rome into East Poland. All right. What other stuff are we moving? Oh, we still got this bomber. I think we'll just go back 1, 2, 3 into Western Germany with that strategic heavy bomber. All right. This sub is coming out of A12. And he can go 1, 2, 3 here into A4. We're going to leave this sub. We're going to leave this sub here. These ships, we're going to take the transport and put it in port. We're going to leave the 3 destroyers and coastal defense ship in A12. All right, moving on. From Eastern Anatolia will be 2 infantry into Transcaucasia. The cavalry from Cadiz will come over 1, 2 into Transcaucasia. I think that's what I want to do with Bavaria. I did buy 2 extra militia, so one's going in Bulgaria. So this guy will walk over to here. I do have 1 rail movement in East or Middle East here. So we'll rail 1 infantry from Istanbul up to Eastern Anatolia. So this air transport, where I wanted it, was in Bavaria. So instead of coming back 1, 2, 3, it's just coming back 2. So this airborne walks to Bavaria. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, I'm building 1 in. Oh, but I need 2. All right, so where did I rail? Doggone it. I railed. There was 3 guys here in Western Germany. Where in the world did I rail that one to? I railed him here to Eastern Poland. All right. So instead of that, these 3 will walk into Western Poland. So that gives me my rail movement back. This airborne that was in Western Germany is railing to Romania. All right. Sometimes things get out of whack. All right. This infantry here in Belgium will walk over to Picardy. An anti-aircraft gun will walk into Picardy from Paris, along with a motorized. No. This motorized will come from Alsace-Lorraine into Picardy. All right, and then we're going to put our fort in Picardy. All right, so I think the only thing left is down here in Africa. I think we're going to march this African Corps into Iraq, and we're going to rail our Africa oh, we already did Middle East, didn't we? Well, I guess Transjordan will be open. So this infantry from Western Egypt will walk into Upper Egypt there. The 2 destroyers will come out of I-5 and go in port in Upper Egypt with all those Italian ships. That's those markers. All right, I think that's it. Is that correct? Sorry for the delay. That'll work. All right. So let's place our goods. All right, so I'll just move that on my own. You don't have to physically see me move that to stage 2. You know what? I'll move it when I give Japan that Lend-Lease. So this damage marker was to remind me that these 2 battleships did not move and are therefore repaired. So they are functioning. And let's place in Romania. And this here is in Istanbul. So we're going to place an infantry and a marine, not a marine, militia in Istanbul. Romania gets a paratrooper. All right, so we've got in Paris goes our fort and a fighter and a 2nd militia. I'm just going to get a yellow chip and put it under there because that'll be easier for space. All right, last is the 2 militia. Oh, we got 2 militia. We got 2 militia upgrades and militias. And then our 25 purchase there, which I'll have to decide on the fly. All right, so 1 infantry militia goes here in Picardy. The other one, militia upgrade militia, goes in Eastern Anatolia. That leaves 2 militia, 1 in Bulgaria, 1 in Alsace-Lorraine. And finally, our last 4 units is an airborne, 2 infantry, sub, and a anti-aircraft gun. All right, so the airborne goes with the air transport in Bavaria. Wonder if let's trade out this chip for this infantry here in Poland, East Poland, so that I can place 1 infantry in Eastern Germany, 1 infantry in Western Germany, the anti-aircraft gun in Western Germany, and last but not least, the advanced submarine. Oh, you know what? The advanced submarine is 7, not 6. Ooh, so what that means is I'm not placing this militia here in Istanbul, and we will save $1. So that means, all right, so let's place this. I got 2 choices. I can place it here in France, or I can place it over here at this shipyard in Istanbul. It's going to be more useful, I think, over here in France. So let's place it at this Aquitaine shipyard. All right, that I believe is it. We do get a free infantry for Spain. I didn't have it on the board there. he goes into Berlin. We do have a couple moves in Spain. So in Glacial Leon, this infantry is moving back to Madrid, and the one here in Basque Country is moving back to Catalonia. And let's roll that recruitment at 6. All right. So we're going to take 2 militia. One goes in Eastern Anatolia, and one goes in Madrid. Here is the Vichy recruitment at a 1. Yeah. Woo! I do not have that unit available. So for grins, I'm going to put this Marine there, and then I will get that out of the box later, which it is a Foreign Legion that gets placed there in northern Algeria. All right, well, that kind of makes up for the poor Vichy Navy rolls. Let's deliver this Lend-Lease to Japan, and it comes out of Bavaria to the port here, to the port there, to the port in Aden, to the port in Malaya, to Formosa, and into Kyushu. All right, so that's that. I said I would move that German battleship, so let's move it to stage 2. All right, Kriegsmarine is coming to town. All right, I think that is it. Let me look over the map real quick. This guy in Western Ukraine is not long for the world, so we're going to back him up into Eastern Poland. He held off the Russians last turn, but now they have Air Force, so that will not be working. All right, so I think we're good. I'm looking at some things. Let's do our cash. We got to put out our free fort, which goes here in Picardy, like I said, in A22. All right, so our cash is 59, and we saved 1, so that'll be 60. So I'll just take that off and put a 5. So 60. We have 5 for Vichy, 3 for Sweden, 3 for Romania, 2 from Russia. So 60, 65, 71, 73, and we may get convoyed because it's happening. So 73 for next turn, and I'll put that over there because that's done. And those were my militia upgrades. All right, we're good. Let's do a recap. No need to hang around if you don't want to. In A8, coastal sub, regular sub A5, regular sub A4, regular sub A25, 2 regular subs in A48, advanced sub in A29. In M2 is a torpedo boat destroyer. In northern Algeria is a Vichy fighter and a Vichy Foreign Legion. In Spain, the only changes is we've added an infantry to Catalonia. We added an infantry militia to Madrid. We added a militia to Eastern Andalusia. Let's go up the coast here. In Aquitaine, there's an Italian infantry. There's 3 German infantry, 1 AA, 1 militia, and 1 medium bomber. Militia in Normandy, militia in Belgium, militia in Netherlands, militia in Denmark. Picardy is 2 infantry, 1 mechanized infantry, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 1 militia. Paris is 2 infantry, 2 mechanized infantry, 2 medium armor, 1 self-propelled artillery. Here's a 3rd infantry, sorry. I should probably chip that out. 2 fighters, 1 heavy strategic bomber. Alsace is a militia. Bavaria is an airborne and an air transport. Western Germany is 2 fighters, 2 Marines, 1 militia, 1 AA, 1 infantry, 1 heavy strategic bomber. Berlin has a infantry. Eastern Germany has what is that? 1 infantry. In Sea Zone A12 is 3 destroyers, a coastal defense ship, a seaplane on map. In oh, you know what? If I leave it on map, though, I can't actually attack next turn with it. Let's take it off map. All right. So we're going to take that seaplane off map and put it back here in Western Germany. So in port in Western Germany is the 2 battleships, the battle cruiser, 2 transports. Moving along, Königsberg is 3 infantry, a medium armor, and a self-propelled artillery. Western Poland is 3 infantry. Warsaw is 2 infantry and a militia. Oh, you know what? Yep, we'll leave it. Eastern Poland is 3, 4, 5 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 AA gun, 1 self-propelled artillery, 1 motorized, 1 mechanized infantry, 2 medium armor, and a medium bomber. Bessarabia is an infantry. Romania is 2 fighters, 2 airborne, 1 militia, 1 air transport, and 1 strategic heavy bomber. Militia in Bulgaria. I don't know why I thought that was Belgium. Istanbul is now 5 infantry. We've got a militia in Adkins, militia in Kadskins. Eastern Anatolia is a militia, 2 infantry, and Italian. Transcaucasia is an Italian mountain, 2 infantry, cavalry. North Caucasia is an infantry, artillery. We have African Corps infantry in Iraq, in Western Egypt, and in Upper Egypt is medium armor, light armor, motorized artillery, self-propelled artillery, and a regular infantry. And I think I've got 2 German destroyers in port with the Italians in M8, or not M8, but the M8 side of Upper Egypt. All right, I'm looking, and I don't think I missed anything. Oh, in Rome, 2 infantry, marine, 2 cavalry in northern Italy. And that is the sum of German's troops. All right, next up will be Russia, and see what they have in store for the Axis powers.